Hi everybody, it's Amy here with your restorative yoga class for this week. It's going to be a very easy one, nothing crazy here today. We're going to take it nice and relaxing, so make sure you get all your props. Maybe we'll use them all, maybe we won't, but there's no such thing as too many props in restorative yoga. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So find a nice easy seat to start with. Closing your eyes here. Notice the sounds around you at first. Let's become really hyper aware here with our eyes closed. Making notes of all those sounds you're hearing. I hear a floor creaking. I hear cars driving by. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, let those sounds push away, move away from your body. Forget that they're there. Big deep breath in. Big exhale, releasing yourself from those sounds. Again, nice big inhale. Nice smooth exhale. Drawing that attention into your body now. Noticing the feelings and sounds within your own body. Hearing that sound of your breath. Let it soothe you. With your next exhale, let that chin drop to your chest. Gently bring that right ear to your right shoulder. The head slowly rests back. Left ear to left shoulder. And on around again in these neck rolls. Is there any sound coming from your neck? Usually there's a little cracking and popping. If it doesn't hurt, then we're doing okay. If it hurts, you want to be nice, slow and gentle on yourself as you move out of it. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and switch directions. Nice big neck roll. And then we'll bring our head right back into neutral here. On your exhale, let's send that left arm out and away from us, bringing your fingertips to the floor. If getting them to the floor is a little too much of a stretch for you, you can always bring your fingertips to a block, blankets, pillows, whatever you have. And then inhale, let's send that right arm up. And exhale, reaching over to that left side body. Nice big inhale and exhale, reach out, moving that rib away from that hip, turning your shoulders toward the ceiling. Nice big stretch. And then inhale, we'll bring our arms back through the center, and then exhale on over to the right side. Right hand to the mat, left arm reaches out nice and long, turning your shoulders toward the ceiling. And inhale, let's come back through the center. Let's go ahead and bring our legs on up. A little windshield wiper of our legs here. And then we're going to bring those legs on in, and we're going to cruise on into our tabletop position here. You can start off with a little twist from side to side here, or moving those hips from side to side, if you will. And then we'll come into that tabletop. Knees are right below the hips, hip distance apart. Belly button pulls in. Tops of your feet are flat on the floor. Palms are pressing into the mat. Spinning those triceps in toward our body. And on your inhale, sink right into that cow pose. Chest heads toward the floor. Pulls forward and through, lifting your head on a big stretch here. As you exhale, tuck that chin into the chest, pulling that heart back through the shoulder blades into cat. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Keep that going at your own pace. Nice big round back, stretching into those shoulder blades. And back into neutral here. And then on an inhale, we're going to flip our toes and come into one little downward dog today just because they feel so good. Let's press those palms in. Spin those triceps in towards your ears. Let that head and neck relax. Inhale, lift those hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, sink those heels toward the mat as those thighs press toward the back of the room. Just really settling into this downward dog. If you would like to pedal your legs out here, you can. Doing what feels comfortable. And then exhale, let's gently come up onto those toes and sink to our knees. Sitting back onto our heels here, it's time for our first restorative pose. Again, a lot of this comfort of your restorative pose is based on your personal preference. So I'm going to bring my shoulders and my head and my neck onto my blanket here because it just feels good to have that extra cushion between me and the floor here. And then you're going to need either blocks or your bolster pillow. Again, it's whatever you like. We're going to bring those down by our feet. They feel extra heavy today for some reason. Okay, I'm going to go with the bolster. I'm going to bring it right here, have it staged and ready for me. I'm going to hug my knees in right now, and then exhale as roll on down. Let your shoulders relax onto the mat. Hug those knees in. Then on your next inhale, let's take that left ankle and place it onto our right thigh. So your bolster here, you could stay just like this if you like, which is what I might actually do, stretching into my left hip here. However, if this is too much and you need some support for your feet because your legs are out here, you can always bring that bolster under that right foot. Prop it up on your blocks, whatever you need to give yourself that space. As long as you're feeling that stretch happening in that left hip, you can bring that bolster or blocks to wherever you're most comfortable. So I'm just going to let my leg pull all the way into my chest. In fact, I'm going to take my fingers and interlace them around my right thigh while I rest here. I've got your timer for you today, so don't worry about that. Your job here is just to relax. Get my timer going here. Take a nice, big, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, release into that left hip. Let that left leg get heavy and rest here into your reverse pigeon. Your next breath, slowly bring some awareness back into your body. We're going to keep our legs just like they are. And then we're going to rotate those legs over to the right, bringing that left foot flat to the ground. Normally we would keep everything nice and our foot flat, but in this instance, since it's restorative, we can come all the way over onto our side here. If you'd like to bring that left knee all the way to the ground, you can. If you would rather keep it up here, it's your preference. And if you'd like, you can bring blankets, bolsters, blocks on around and support that leg here as you come into this nice, easy side twist. I always like to just kind of cross my arms here, but you could also extend your arms out to each side and twist right here. Take a nice twist in that whole upper body, which actually feels pretty good today. So then taking a nice big inhale here. Once you're comfortable, exhale, really sink into this twist and hang out right here. With your next breath, bring some awareness back into your body. Maybe rock your head from side to side here if that feels good. And on your next inhale, gently roll over onto your back, bringing those legs back into your chest here. Nice big squeeze. And on your next inhale, you're going to bring that right ankle on top of that left thigh. Letting that left thigh press back, getting nice and deep into that right hip. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose as that left thigh presses back, and exhale, sink into that right hip, bringing some support under that left foot if you would like to, whatever works for your body here. Get a nice big deep breath in, and exhale, just sink into that right hip space and rest. With your next breath, bring awareness back into your body. Tune into our legs and our hips here. Have an inhale and then exhale. Rotate those hips over to the left, bringing your right foot flat to the floor, or bringing that right leg all the way down. Now again, you can come all the way to your side if you like, or you can roll that right arm back, see if you can get those shoulders on the mat. Extend through the arms, taking a nice deep breath. And then exhale, sink into your side twist here. Let that right leg rest onto some pillows if you like. Take a nice deep breath in here through your nose. And exhale, sink into your twist and rest. On your next breath, bring some awareness back into your body. And as we inhale, let's come back to the center, hugging those knees into our chest, taking those gentle rocks from side to side. Eventually bringing one foot at a time to the mat, and then let's windshield wiper those legs to the right and to the left. The next time they're on the right, just go ahead and pause. Roll all the way over. Press those hands into the mat and come right on up. Now we're going to move into a supported child's pose. So I'm going to slide my blanket down so my legs have a little extra comfort. Now you have some options here. If keeping your legs bent for a good 5 minutes or so is a little too much for your knees, then you'll just come out to a nice wide-legged seat. Nice and tucked in. You can bring your block underneath your bolster. Inhale, nice and long as the ribs lift away from the hips. And exhale, come on around. Now, once you're here, sometimes we can't get all the way to our mat, so add more blankets, add some bed pillows. They're kind of perfect for this, and make yourself comfortable. Again, those of you that are in full child's pose, toes together, knees apart, scooting right on up to that bolster. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Get nice and long. Head on one side. Arms are hugging underneath here. Again, you can be tall or you can bring it all the way to the mat, whatever feels good today. I think I like it propped up today. And then halfway through, I'll cue you to turn your cheek to the other side so our neck gets equal time here. So everybody take a nice big breath in and exhale. Let those hips get heavy. Let that torso get heavy. Head and neck relax. Take a nice big breath in again. Melting into that bolster one more time. And now we rest. With your next breath, gently turn your head to your other cheek and sink right back into your rest. On your next breath, bring some awareness back into your body. Press those palms into the mat, gently coming up. And now it's time for our final resting pose. You've got lots of options here. You can come into a supported fish, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to bring that block right here under my bottom. You know what? Today I'm going to go a little extra comfortable. I'm going to take this second bolster and bring it right here under my bottom. And then I've got my skinny bolster to go right underneath of my knees. Like I said, no such thing as too much comfort here. Under my knees, my bottom's right here on this bolster. And I'm going to slowly roll on back, letting my head and neck relax on my bolster. My back is sinking in. Now, if you have two more bolsters, or pillows, you could even bring them right out here and let your arms rest gently on those. Just let those arms drape out to your side if you're comfortable. If you'd like to roll up a blanket and place it under your ankles, you could do that. So many options here. Take a nice deep breath in, scan that body, noticing any tightness. And as you exhale, let that tightness go. Big deep breath in. Big exhale out. Commit to this final resting pose. Do not cheat yourself out of this final rest. Melting into your bolster here. Let your arms relax, hips relax, sending all those thoughts away on their little thought bubble. And take this final rest with me. Now you can stay right where you're at. You'd like to bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly and feel your breath move in and out of your body. Go ahead. If you need to come all the way up to a nice, easy seat, you can do that too. Again, do what feels good here. Nothing says you have to wake up right now. And we'll close our practice here. If you'd like to bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, you can. You can just keep them resting on your heart and your belly. When the world moves too fast and you lose yourself in the chaos, introduce yourself to each color of the sunset. Reacquaint yourself with the earth beneath your feet. Thank the air that surrounds you for every breath you take. Find yourself in the appreciation of life. Christy Ann Martine. Thank you all for joining me for this restorative practice. From my heart to yours, namaste.